Welcome to the Virtual Manager podcast. My name's Anna Russell. I'm an artist manager and founder of the Virtual Manager. Throughout my career, I've developed and managed several music artists, from new unsigned acts right through to globally successful ones. This podcast is for all unmanaged or independent music artists who want to start, build, or grow a successful, sustainable music career. Leading directly on from yesterday's episode about the artist-fan relationship, in today's episode of the Virtual Manager podcast, I want to share with you the power of direct marketing and why you should be focusing on this form of marketing first and foremost as an independent music artist. So firstly, what is direct marketing? Direct marketing is as it sounds, going direct to the fans. This means using tools and platforms that allow you to reach, communicate, and sell and promote to your fans directly. Social media and content or email marketing are perfect examples of this, though they're not the only ones. There are several benefits to direct marketing. This includes helping you to be discovered by prospective fans, building a relationship with your fans, testing which marketing tactics and platforms work best for your fan base, and also being in full control of your own marketing, rather than relying on press, media, or radio coverage, which is never guaranteed. In short, direct marketing helps fans to find you and helps you to build a lasting relationship with those fans. You'll also really get to know your fan base demographic well, leading to you being able to create more effective campaigns and bigger sales in future. However, perhaps the most valuable facet of direct marketing is the ability to target your ideal target fans in a very detailed fashion. As a result, direct marketing should be the primary focus of any music promotion campaign, regardless of your budget. However, as it provides the best return on investment, it can form the entire basis of a campaign which is being run on a small or shoestring budget. So it's ideal for all you early stages and self-funded artists who are preparing to release a single or EP. As a general rule, all music artists should be prioritizing direct marketing over more traditional marketing, such as press, radio, and TV. Do not overlook direct marketing and skip straight to these more traditional forms simply because they sound sexier or perhaps they feed your ego a little more. Not only are these a lot more costly, they are also often out of reach for early stages artists and will usually provide a lot less return on investment. So you might not see as many results for a lot more spend. Here's how you can run a promotional campaign using direct marketing only. So number one, get very clear on who your ideal target fans are. Before you can begin effectively marketing directly to your fans, you need to know exactly who they are. You want to get as detailed about who your fans are as possible, even if you're just starting out. Now, you can use your social media data to give you an insight into who your fans are, but anecdotal evidence and guesstimates are also useful if you're an early stages artist. I recommend writing up a profile of one imagined ideal target fan so you have an avatar to work from. This can include everything from that fan's age to their favorite film to what they earn to where they shop. Try to build up a really, really clear picture of who you think is most going to like and appreciate what you do as an artist. Once you know who your ideal target fans are or think they are, this should give you a sense of where these fans are hanging out, both online and offline. Immediately, that informs you of where you should be performing, marketing, promoting, and selling your music. Number two, engage directly with fans on social media. You want to put a social media strategy in place which your ideal target fans will find valuable. Now, the exact content of that social media strategy is going to be different for each of you because you're very different artists and you'll have very different fan base demographics. But the really important thing about using social media is to remember that it's not just about promoting and it's certainly not just about selling. It's actually about starting a conversation with your fans there. So that's where you want to begin. Make sure that any social media strategy that you're putting in place around a campaign really focuses in on starting conversations and encouraging engagement with your ideal target fans. So think about asking them questions or posting about topics you know they'll enjoy. The most neglected but most effective approach is to seek out your ideal target fans on their profiles, so going to their social media, and follow them, leave comments, and again, start conversations. If you're not sure where to find them, a really good place to look at is the followers of artists whom you feel you'd share a fan base demographic with, as one example. So that could be your starting point. This is the aspect of social media which most independent music artists miss, but it really is the most important, especially when you're working on a tiny budget. It introduces you to prospective fans whom perhaps wouldn't discover you elsewhere. Number 3. Use any budget you have on social media advertising first. Social media advertising is the biggest return on investment for your spend you can get in music marketing terms. It allows you to reach the largest number of your ideal target fans for the smallest amount of money. For example, if I had just £50 budget for a marketing campaign, this is where I'd spend it. But it's important to say that if I had a budget of £5,000, I'd probably also be spending the vast majority of it on social media advertising. That is, at this current time in the industry. Of course, things can change very, very quickly in this industry. But as of 2019, that's where I'd be focusing. Now, these could be Facebook adverts, Instagram adverts, Google ads on YouTube, or even Spotify adverts or anything similar. You can directly target the people whom you know will like and appreciate your music the most, wherever in the world they may be. To me as a manager, this is priceless, and it should be to you too. A word of warning on this though, you do need to know how to execute ads well for them to be effective. However, this is something you can learn, and I run all of my own social media adverts. It's also something we cover extensively in the Virtual Manager. Number 4, target music discovery platforms which have an audience of your ideal target fans. Do you know a live music night which attracts an audience demographic which you think is similar to your ideal target fans? Approach them about playing during the week of your release. Is there a YouTube channel which showcases music similar in style and genre to yours on the daily with a large number of subscribers? If so, submit your new release to them. Does your favourite music Instagram account with hundreds of thousands of followers appeal to your ideal target fans? See if you can get featured on it. You get the picture. Essentially, make sure your music is everywhere and anywhere your ideal target fans are. Many of these cost nothing to be featured in and may just introduce you to a far wider audience than ever before. And if you want to know how to go about contacting these platforms and channels, we also have a range of email templates you can use in the Virtual Manager. Number 5, promote to your mailing list. Using direct marketing, you can turn followers and listeners into invested, tangible fans. That is, mailing list subscribers, whom you can not only promote to during your various campaigns, but whom you can continue to promote and sell to throughout your career. You will hear me talk relentlessly on this podcast about why mailing lists are still so important for music artists, and direct marketing is yet another one. This is not least because for many music artists, it's not unusual that the highest percentage of your sales and engagement will come directly from your mailing list if you have taken the time to build one. I'm going to say that again. The highest percentage of your sales and engagement will often come from your mailing list if you've taken the time to already build one. Regularly sending content and news that is of value to your mailing list subscribers is also a very effective way of nurturing your fan base on a consistent basis. It's that nurturing which then leads to loyalty from your fans and hence longevity to your music career. Now, those 5 points make up the basis of a skeleton direct marketing campaign. But I know this has been a detailed episode, so I want to end this with a summary of what we've covered. So in summary, focus on direct marketing first before scaling up to using more advanced and expensive marketing and promotion. It's harder work, but far more effective as well as far more affordable. Direct marketing helps fans to find you and helps you to build a lasting relationship with those fans. You'll also really get to know your fan base demographic, leading to more effective campaigns and bigger sales for you in future. For direct marketing to be as effective as possible, you must know who your ideal target fans are. Spend time on this as part of the preparation for any release or promotional campaign you are planning. If you're an early stages artist, make sure you engage with fans. They can't come to you if they don't know you exist yet. Set aside 30 minutes to 1 hour each day to focus on social media engagement for every single day of your campaigns. Finally, a smaller budget means you need to spend more time on marketing and promotion yourself. Make sure you set aside sufficient time throughout the campaign to do so. And as a hint, direct marketing is more time-consuming than you think, but well worth it. That's it for today's episode. I'll be back tomorrow with one simple step to make your music project more financially viable. So join me back here then. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Virtual Manager podcast. If you found it useful, I invite you to check out the Virtual Manager membership site. The Virtual Manager is an essential resource for independent music artists who want to start, build, or grow a successful, sustainable music career. It ensures that you have the foundations of that music career in place, then helps you to build on those to achieve your music career goals. With monthly music industry training, a library of tools and resources, A&R feedback on your music, access to live Q&As with me, plus an active, supportive community of like-minded artists, the Virtual Manager is the perfect place to be for any unmanaged or independent artist. The Virtual Manager relaunches very shortly, so to get early bird access at the lowest membership price, join the waiting list now at thevirtualmanager.co.uk. Finally, please take a minute to review and subscribe to this podcast. It helps more independent music artists to find us.